Hey, what's up guys, PrinceStickFigure here. I don't normally do these kinds of videos, but this guy has been bothering me to no end recently. I initially planned to have this video done in May of last year, but scrapped it after it settled down. But now that this drama has come back recently, I decided that I was going to make the video for good. And I've also invited a few friends to get their statements on this person. Anyways, this video is going to be discussing Andy Silva, otherwise known as AJK voice actor, Rafi Dos Nachos, and a few other names. When I first encountered this guy on Discord, I thought that he was a pretty chill and friendly person overall. We used to rip on some bad people he knew and whatnot, but then suddenly, things took a turn for the worse when he became friends with not one, but two of his biggest enemies. Those being Diamond and Quincy. Back on April 19th of 2021, I received this nasty DM from Andy, which I'm gonna go ahead and start reading word for word. Yo, PrinceStickFigure, I have a fucking thing to tell you. You're such a fucking waste of cum, dude. You and that fucking server, other than some people like PL64 or RushFox and whatnot. Quincy clearly said no offense and you took it with offense. Even I, a fucking sensitive kid, know not to take bashing not as an offense. You're saying I'm bitching when you're clearly the pussy who can't handle shit? Fuck you along with that server and learn how to man up and leave your fucking mother's basement and get a job that can get you a fucking home, you stupid cunt. You and that whore wee Wario can go fuck yourselves. Not giving a shit for someone's mental health, like fuck you. And I understand it's Diamond who gave y'all fucking PTSD and shit like that. No one really gave a rat's ass that we lost her fucking job, along with her benefits. She's a fucking bitch anyways. I'm sorry, but I lost all respect for you, fucking bitch. You can bitch at me all you want, but I don't give a fuck. Sorry, old friend, but this had to happen. Oh boy. Let me just say some stuff about this statement right now. First of all, I had to kick Quincy out from the server because he was making some terrible jokes that some people could actually find offensive. Why you even decided to get Quincy to be a friend to begin with is beyond me. I knew one of us should have taken action the moment you said you and Quincy were cool. It was obvious that he was trying to manipulate you. And about the mother's basement quote, like what the fuck, dude? Do you actually think I don't have a life outside the internet? I have a job that pays me a decent amount of money, and I'm not a goddamn basement dweller. I mean seriously, imagine being this sad. Do you have to lash out at me like this? I ended up sending this to a bunch of servers I was in, some of which banned Andy outright. In other words, Andy brought this on himself. He clearly could not
keep that same energy.
Now on to something even bigger. Attempting to expose Jay the Dark Knight, a friend of mine on Discord, for no reason. You seriously can't make this shit up. For one thing, he claimed that Jay said the N-word with an alternative account. In actuality, it was one of Quincy's alts that tried to make it look like he did. And now everyone, I bring you to a part of a stream that Andy did trying to wrongfully cancel Jay. And I managed to get part of some of his streams doing this. He and his stupid friends have even tried to insult me and make me look dumb. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look down this rabbit hole, shall we?
I want Jay to answer right freaking now. How would he like that if we made fun of his dead freaking members? Jay, I want you to freaking think about this for a moment. How would you feel if you want? How would you like it if we talk shit about your dead members?
So right away we start this clip with Dino ripping on Jay for making fun of dead family members. He admitted that he was in the wrong for doing that, and I honestly forgive him for that.
See, Jay, that's an example, Jay. When you say you don't do it, it's freaking
lie.
I'm just saying that's an example. Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie.
It's a lie, you motherfucker.
Jay did not lie about shit.
Because you're gay.
Yeah, you gay, Jay. You little furry ass mother. I bet you search up furry Pornhub.
And you know, he has actually admitted that he is bisexual, so this statement is wrong. So calling him gay as an insult is homophobic. This is why you don't see many people using the word gay as an insult anymore.
Okay, if you're still in there, PrinceStickFigure, go to the StreamYard link. We're gonna talk with you, man.
We're gonna fucking have to talk with you, bro.
Same with you, Jay.
And because I was trying to reason with them in the stream chat, they decided to start roasting me like the idiots they are.
No, I ain't stopping the stream. Who the fuck you think you are? What you gonna do? Fucking take it down? Nah, fuck you, man. You ain't gonna do shit.
Seriously,
Fuck
PrinceStickFigure, you need to come to the you need to go to the StreamYard.
If you're not gonna join me, you can get your bitch ass princess out of here.
He said I'm not joining you.
Then you're
Instead of joining,
Yeah, because you're
Okay,
cringe
you're
as
not
hell.
joining me then. Okay,
Cringe
you're
as
not
hell.
joining.
So apparently not joining the StreamYards link makes me cringe as hell. Okay, Cream, you dumb bitch.
This is why you're never gonna be famous.
I don't even do YouTube for fame. I do it for fun.
Wait,
Listen, Prince Stick Figure.
Wait,
You're
guys.
just
What do you mean you're
22 years
flagging it?
old.
You're not flagging anything. You know what you do. Don't hide it.
I reminded the four that I was flagging the video for bullying because that's what they were literally doing in this stream.
Guys, shut up.
Okay,
Shut up. Yo, listen, Prince
um,
Stick Figure. You're just a 22-year-old who wants to stay on their own mother. You don't even have a job. You don't
Hey,
have college.
exactly.
So
Look
how
at
do you
them.
do
Yeah.
bro.
That's right, I don't have a job. I'm a 23-year-old man who stays at home and does nothing. My life can't get much boring. But in all seriousness though, this is just pathetic as fuck.
Look at them. Look at Jay. Jay's flagging.
They're
it.
simping.
Hey,
They're
Andy.
simping.
Hey,
They're simping.
Ship
Dude, they're gonna be married. They're gonna be a beautiful couple. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
That's right, because me and Jay are trying to flag a stream we're a gay couple. Like, bruh, what the fuck kind of insult is that? And by the way, I reminded them that it was flagged for bullying and they went ape shit.
I want to talk to him because I know he's gonna.
Bullying, bro. What you mean bullying? You did the same thing. It's not like you. Have you ever bullied before? Have you ever bullied before? Tell me in the chat right now. Have you ever bullied?
I don't bully people on the internet. Not in recent times anyway. Yeah, I do have something to confess. Back in 2012, when I was a cringy-ass Go Animate YouTuber, I did bash this one kid for a fake TV channel he made adverts on. He used to make shitty user videos against me, but then I made a grounded video on him and it got flagged and I received a community guideline strike. That was when I started moving on from the drama, and then he eventually stopped as well. But anyways, let's go back to the video.
Okay, Prince Stick Figure. If you want, we could have a civil talk. Do you want that? Yes or no?
For real.
If you don't,
Seriously.
if you don't want to join, then you're gay.
Imagine being called gay for not wanting to have a civil talk. Like, god damn.
Okay,
No, bro,
and,
don't do that.
and not only
Yes,
that,
and I can't wait to go
Oh my
to your
God.
house and then record you
That's
guys
not
having
for
sex.
the Mickey.
This guy won't catch me having sex with Jay, especially since I'm 23 and Jay is 16. In other words, you're trying to make me look like a pedophile. More on that will be explained later in this video.
And you should know, Prince Stick Figure, Jay said the N-word, right? Like, back in a few months ago. Like, at the
Oh,
beginning
yeah.
of...
I've already proven this is false.
Seriously, Prince Stick Figure and Jay, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Jay,
Actually, what's wrong with all four of you? And I love how Kareem used a clip from Mr. I just came for a cupcake, but I actually wanted to fuck a 13-year-old, aka EDP445, who had just recently gotten caught in 4K for pedophilia at the time of this stream.
Okay,
Fine, whatever.
I'm gonna tell you what happened, Prince Stick Figure. Since you want to be a nigga, and fuck, I want to tell you this. Since you want to be a nigga,
That's right, in case you didn't catch that, Andy actually called me the N-word, even though I'm white. Spoiler alert, he does say it again later in this stream.
And just so you know, Prince Stick Figure, I was a big fan of you a while ago, but not anymore. Your series sucks. Your 22-year-old sucks. Your 22-year-old sucks.
My 22-year-old sucks? Yeah, nice grammar, bro. May I suggest installing Grammarly?
Your gaming video sucks. Your rainbow keyboard sucks. Your fat finger sucks. Everything. You suck.
You can't even make oops, perfect.
Also, I barely have any gaming videos on the channel, although I do have a rainbow keyboard, and for that, I'm gonna go ahead and flex on the haters with it.
You didn't
okay.
stop-
So what is
This is Prince
Okay,
Stick Figure in real life right now.
So apparently I'm the crying man from that meme.
Prince Stick Figure, if you're watching this, if you don't care, then we don't care either. We're not gonna be your biggest fan.
Andy.
Your series sucks. Mickey, shut up. And everything you did, you suck.
Well, I guess my YouTube career is over because Andy and his friends are not my biggest fans. We had a good run, guys, but it's time to call it quits. Just kidding, bitch. This is all sarcasm.
like I said this earlier in the stream. He's gonna be an ignorant fuck. He's gonna be an ignorant fuck.
You know what? I don't think I need to show anymore. I feel that this is enough proof of how stupid Andy and his friends really are. Let's go ahead and move on to some more shit. Starting with a few extra clips from Andy saying some rather, shall we say, questionable things. One time he said this out of the blue.
I could have to go suck my mom's pussy. I could have to go suck my mom's pussy.
You all heard that right. He said something about his mom's pussy. More specifically, it sounded like he said he had to go suck it. On top of that, I angrily told Andy to suck my dick as an expression, and Andy and his crew took that as me literally wanting to perform you know what. Basically making me look like a goddamn pedophile.
And yet, Prince Stick Figure is still here. I bet you're still sucking his dick.
Yuck.
Okay, well, we could use that as evidence.
Speaking of which, this motherfucker had the audacity to say I drew porn of underage characters. Like, you literally cannot make this shit up.
We got a message to Prince Stick Figure. Since he wants to be a fat person, go fuck yourself, you fat fuck. And stop drawing porn art out of fucking kids and animals.
This just further proves that he is not able to
Keep that same energy.
And now, the full reason that made me pull the trigger on this video to begin with. The return of Andy just now in 2022, after we thought we were all done with his bullshit. Recently, he commented on my post exposing my former friend PowerLink64, saying, "He didn't backstab you, he just did wrong." Then we proceeded to have a little argument in the comments. Shut the fuck up, Andy. Can't say the same for you. You have to constantly breathe hard in order to not die because of how fat you are. Motherfucker, are you seriously trying to fat shame me right now? This next screenshot was provided by someone else, hence why it's in light mode. Why can't you just move the fuck on, you goddamn parasite? Parasites are small, right? Better than being as big as you, Lolcow. Go away! Maybe tell your weight to do the same.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Now then, everybody, I'd like to move on and let a few friends of mine speak out their statements regarding Andy and his crew. What you're about to see and hear is their own experiences with Andy, along with even more evidence of his bad actions.
Hello, I'm AGK 2000. You might know me as the guy who has made those funny videos. But regardless of who I am, I wasn't personally going to be contributing to this video in any shape or form. That was going to be my stance until Andy had absolutely ended my patience that I had to change my mind in the stance I was taking. Keep in mind that this whole section is not going to talk about the streams that PrinceStickFigure may have shown already, depending where this section is found at the moment. Anyways, to get to the point, Andy has been a headache for no other reason than causing trouble for the sake of it. I've been pretty patient with him, though somewhat reactive of his antics, all up to the point he decided to share a link to my server with the simple objective of harassing Prince and get everyone he knows to call him a pedophile. Simply put, a raid for the sake of causing trouble. Thankfully, I did intercept such things from happening, but this doesn't end here. I was hit up with the news that Andy wanted to get himself unbanned from my server, even though I've explained him my reasons why I wasn't going to revoke such ban, especially after what he did, for in which he started to pinpoint the blame to other people that either he personally had beef with or used to contribute. As well pointed out, his mentality wasn't doing so well. From this point, I'll let you explain him that the only way for all of this drama to end was to simply cut out Jay and Prince from his life, move on to other things, and concentrate on his personal life and mentality. Even if I'm personally not too fond of his behavior, I was willing to give him out the clear answer for all of this to end. And you know what he did? He brushed all of what I say by attempting to get someone from his circle to send this clip from one of Dr. Disrespect's streams to Prince. Fucking get a life, you fat fuck! He also went out of his way to insult me for the fact I didn't need of the excuses. And this got to the point of unnecessary pettiness that Andy started to claim that I was a pedophile to his friends. Do I need to remind you that all of this happened because I didn't accept his excuses for his actions, especially after he sent his friends, which by the way, some are alleged to be fed up to do the bidding for him, to cause trouble on a personal space of mine? Here comes the thing. Even with what happened with the server and the initial response, I would have still kept myself from contributing to this video. But since Andy is so bent in not only dragging me into a drama that I had nothing to do until this point, but also trying to paint me into some kind of monster with the objective of making my credibility seem foolish, I've decided to stop restraining myself. I've been the most patient I could be with your antics, but since you have been touching every single one of my buttons, I've had enough. And you know what's funny? This whole video could have simply been avoided and never existed. This whole drama would have been already over. And yet, you were so insistent on starting shit just for the single fact you don't like PrinceStickFigure. You may claim that we have trouble moving on from this whole ordeal, when in fact, nobody even mentioned you in anything since September of 2021! And the reason we're talking about you right now is for the simple fact you were the one to start all this fire once again! This has been AGK Maker 2000 signing enough. I hope this is the last time I had to involve myself into drama. I'll be leaving you back with Prince or whoever follows me next.
Hello everyone, I'm Dark Knight J. Many of you may not know me. I'm really not that popular at all, but if you know me from DeviantArt or Tumblr, good. I wanted to get my thoughts out to the web about Andy for a while now, because that fucking fat ass bastard has been a thorn on my side for long enough. I absolutely hate Andy so goddamn much because he mentally destroyed me. He's the reason why I'm still depressed as of right now. Alright, time to end this shit. I'm gonna talk about my history with Andy and why I have such utter hatred for him. Back in like late 2020, I met Andy on the Plum Soda server. Me and Andy became such great friends. I would hop onto his streams and we have so much fucking fun. My life was really good during those times. Oh, but little did I know about Andy's true colors. First, he made Quincy, one of his former friends, bash PrinceStickFigure, saying that he was cringe, for absolutely no fucking reason at all. At first, I never knew that Andy made Quincy talk shit to Prince. We thought that either Quincy did it himself, or some guy named Diamond, who was part of Andy's crew, did it. So Andy actually manipulated Quincy and got him in trouble for it. But then Andy started ranting at PrinceStickFigure on PrinceStickFigure's server, which got him banned. All because of the fucking thing with Quincy. That then created a gap between both of the friend groups I was in. I got really depressed due to the rivalry between Andy's crew and Plum Soda. I wish that everyone could at least get along. Right now, I now realize that Andy's intentions with that whole fucking rivalry between him and PrinceStickFigure was so he could mentally hurt me, since I took no sides on this drama, and all I wanted was peace. Now here's where the war between me and Andy started. In a group chat, Andy invited Diamond, the fucking drama whore. I hated Diamond so much because he was a fucking traitor to us. And I literally thought that he was behind all of the drama and manipulation. Because Andy told me that Diamond manipulated him into causing drama with PrinceStickFigure and everybody. But now I don't know if that's true or not because Andy likes to make lies about people. So I decided to stand up to Diamond and, well, I took things like way too far there. I did something really fucking stupid. Alright. As Diamond was roasting me, I made fun of him for having a dead mother. And I also talked shit about his dead mother as well. Yes, that was completely fucking mean of me. I was just like really... I wasn't the same person as I was right now back then. I was more aggressive and stuff. Me making fun of Diamond for having a dead mother was very mean of me. But that didn't change the fact that Diamond was a traitor and an asshole. I was making fun of him so much that Andy decided to kick me from his crew. I got so fucking pissed that I wanted to cut all ties with Andy because I felt really betrayed. I thought Andy was like my very good friend. So then, I warned everybody, I warned all of my friends about Andy, and they cut all ties with Andy. Then shit gets worse from here. Andy started making streams on me to try to cancel me because him and his crew were just pissed that I got everyone to unfriend Andy, even though they rightfully deserved it. I tried to stand up for myself, but Andy just kept making so many lies about me. He said, like, one of the lies he made was he said I was jacking off on VC. The truth is, I was just clapping my hands on the mic to mimic the sound as a joke. I did it all as a joke. So Andy was using that joke against me to make me look like a fucking creep. But then on one stream, me and Andy made a deal. As long as we stay away from each other and move on, Andy would stop making streams on me. I went along with it, and I thought it was all over. Until I joined a server. The server's owner was one of Andy's enemies. I vented a little about Andy there, saying that Andy was a fucking traitor, and I wish that Andy was like fucking out of this planet. But then Andy popped up out of God knows where, and the whole drama started all over again. Continuing with the lies, the bullshit, the streams, and Andy even called me a fucking pedophile. Jesus. Oh my fucking god. But then Andy started acting all like, he acted like he felt remorse for causing this drama. He decided to like make an apology to me and call it quits. And I thought this was the real end of our rivalry, but I just found out that it was not. I got a little too lighthearted with Andy. I thought that Andy had potential to redeem himself. So I friended him again, and we got back to our normal hanging out kind of thing. We went on streams, we played Roblox and stuff, but then things just got fucked to the shit again. While my friend Insane Korean 77 was depressed, Andy decided to play some little social experiment on him, and saying that Andy said to Korean that he was homophobic. That then made Insane Korean feel even worse. I got really pissed at Andy because I found out that Andy has not changed a bit. So I left him again, cut all ties with him again, but guess what he does after that? Take a guess. Take a wild guess at what he does. He makes streams on me again. Motherfucking bastard. He pulled that whole moving on card again and chickened out because we were gonna expose him at one point. That just like mentally hurt me. I got betrayed like 2 times now. My mental health was really crumbling. I got like really depressed. And all of that anger that was building up, that made me even worse. As the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022 went on, Andy kept causing more drama and pulling that moving on card. He kept repeating that thing, causing a whole fucking cycle of quote-unquote moving on and then causing drama again. It was so fucking annoying. Hell, even his former friends Quincy and Kareem even fucking despise him now because Andy's just a bitch. I am so glad that we're finally exposing Andy after all this mental pain and torture. I seriously fucking hate Andy so much because he causes drama and mentally hurts people because he enjoys pain and suffering in others. He bullies people for his own sick pleasures. He even sides with a fucking pedophile and a child groomer known as Connor Marini. Y'all probably know him. Andy used to hate Connor Marini, but now he fucking sided with him because he is our common enemy. All Andy wants to do anymore is just mentally hurt me even more and make me feel depressed. Andy fucking ruined me. He ruined my self-esteem and mental stability. I really do not want to deal with Andy anymore. I am so glad that we're finally exposing him after all this time. Andy, if you're watching this, fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking fat ass. You fucking fat ass bitch. No one even loves you. Fuck you, Andy. Sorry if I got a little too heated there. Thanks for listening to my statement on Andy the fucking bastard. Alright, on to you, PrinceStickFigure, or whoever else needs to speak.
Thank you two for coming on and helping out with this video. I also want to give a shout out to UncleRexyBoi who also did a clip. Sadly, I wasn't able to include it in the video because the quality wasn't up to my standards, but it's just him explaining how he discovered how Andy was a little bitch. In conclusion, Andy is not only the biggest lolcow I know, but he is also a hack. He even tried to fake a suicide in a desperate attempt to prevent this video from happening. Cream actually now hates Andy, so I have no doubt that this is the work of Andy. You see, this is the exact reason why I wanted to get a video out on this guy for good, so we can finally expose him for what he truly is and move on with our lives without having to deal with him anymore. To Andy Silva, if you are even watching this, fuck you for bringing pain and suffering to some of my friends, and always coming back swinging after you keep saying you're moving on like the parasite you are. Why don't you do me, my friends, and the rest of the internet a favor and move the fuck on already? If I have to deal with your dumbass one more time, there's literally gonna be hell to pay, and I mean it. I hope this video was the final nail in the coffin for this drama, because it has stressed me out to no end. Hopefully we can finally move on from this lolcow for once. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, be sure to like, comment, maybe even subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Also, be sure to join my Discord server if you want. It would be great to have it grow a little more. And yes, Steve and Friends episode 13 is still coming. I've just been very busy and stressed lately to the point where I haven't had a whole lot of motivation to do it. But trust me, it will be out soon. Anyway guys, this is PrinceStickFigure signing out. Have a good day.